Because Creepin with Stevie, which I love. Shout out to the homie Desmond, who's a gigantic Stevie fan. That's my bro. I know we talked about Creepin before, and like to me, Stevie's version has more of a eerie feel to it, and it still has like a it has a bounce to it. It has a mystiqueness about it. Whereas with Luther, he made it to where it's more, again, more like sexy, even though he's talking about, whether or not this person's creeping in his dreams and if he's creeping in her dreams. But it's like, it worked though. To go from If Only for a Night to Creepin. That's why I said he sleeps a lot on this album. Now here he talking about creeping in her dreams. I'm just saying.
But yeah, he made, he made it so R&B of the time that the Stevie, to where it made his seem like it was about cheating, even though it's not. But the way he sings it, and it's so 85 R&B,
Quiet Storm-ish.
Quiet Storm. Thank you. That it's so Quiet Storm-ish that you think it's about cheating, and it's not at all.
No.
But when I hear it, I think about cheating. I'm like, when I talk about somebody else cheating, I'm like, they creep, even though that has nothing to do with it, but it sounds like it.
And I love how Luther, gives the background singers a chance. Because he's like, sing it for me 4 times. Creep, 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 creep. I'm like, who does that? We're talking about creeping in someone's dreams. Like the background singer is just going to be on call. Like, here we go.
He like James. Yeah, he like James Brown on that song. Hit me 4 times. And
and then because I mean that's where Luther comes from. He comes from the background, so that's why his backgrounds are so exquisite for real. You know what I mean? It's like, like Luther. I think that's what Luther is like. If you listen to my shit, y'all gonna make sure these backgrounds is on point. And the girls, he got everybody on it. Everybody's on this. You know what I mean? And what I love about this is that Luther know that the backgrounds are doing it because he laughs. He laughs at the part when they come. When they did it twice, he was like, creep, creep, and he laughs. Like, he like, damn, y'all just did that shit. Like, I can't even hold, and he left it in. So I could imagine that was his real reaction to the girls doing that. And he laughed and he was like, oh, y'all want to do this? Well, then give it to me 4 times. You know what I'm saying? Like, since y'all
I love live performances of it. It's so fun.
Yeah. But like,
I mean, Luther performances just are fun, period. Like, and a lot of Luther songs are songs that other singers who wouldn't have the arranging chops or the people arranging with them, to where someone else trying to do it, it could be boring. He's taking some boring songs and he's taking songs that were boring and covered them and made them hits. Because some of them covers are boring songs in their original form.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I mean, you didn't lie.
But like you said, like John said, he Lutherizes them or Lutherizes them.
Luther-fied.
And bring, put some life in them.
And then we did it, the Stevie's version with Kemani and MaBinti. We did first finale from Stevie. And Elise said the same thing. That's why, hello, she's always consistent. Catch it.
Creeping. I like Creepin, but this is one, I talked about this in some other podcasts. Talking about covers. This is the only one of the few times where I think somebody else bodied him. And we gotta give it to Luther Vandross.
Gotta give it to Luther Vandross.
Sorry, Stevie.
Talk about that with sis.
But I mean, but it's truly not fair though, right? It's Luther, right?
That's true.
He's Mr. Velvety, Mr. Song Stylist himself.
Yeah.
So I mean, of course, he was going to like body. And it's not to say Stevie Wonder this version isn't good. Right. It's really good. Yeah. But Luther, the way something about Luther with slow tempo when he slows it down.
Yeah.
And really is deliberate, and some of his he's just he's the ultimate song stylist.
Yeah. Ultimate steal your record.
Right.
Yes.
Just to steal your record.
Sorry, Miss
every day of the week.
Yeah, and if you think about it, and I was kind of telling JR this earlier, when Luther covered it, he changed the entire mood of the song.
Yeah.
Yes.
He made it so polished because Stevie is so raw, it's so rough.
Right.
It mess up in it that they kept like it's that rough.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And so, and when Luther sings it, it sounds like a cheating song. Even though
it really does.
Yeah.
It really does.
Yeah.
But it sounds like that because something about the velvetyness of it, and with him doing all the different things with creep,
Yeah.
But the Stevie is raw. It's very vulnerable. It's just rough around the edges, and that's what I love about it. But yeah, it's the better song to me. But Stevie is the vulnerable.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's funny how I actually discovered that song. You remember that episode of Martin?
Oh yes.
That's the first time I took it all out of context because I thought that was just vibing. I didn't even know that was a song.
Yeah.
And then I think I heard Luther's version first. It was not even the studio version. It was the
who is this dude? Like, who is this dude? Like, didn't I just tell you this?
Yeah. It was actually the Live at Radio City Music Hall version that my friend had put me on, and they said, "Oh, say it for me 4 times, creep, 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 creep." I was like, "Oh, that's where that came from."
Yes.
Yeah, and I'll say, I got to give it to one of the MVPs on Stevie's version, and every time I hear Minnie's voice on that,
come on,
I have to,
yes.
Come on, I love Minnie's voice with Stevie's. It just fits so perfect.
Don't it?
Stevie, I love Stevie. Was always attracted to, or is always attracted to, like the female voice. It's a certain tone of the female voice that he really seeks after. Like you think about Sarita, Denise Williams, Shirley Bruce.
Yeah. Well,
Angela Winbush.
Yeah, like they have a tone to them, and it just fits.
A sweet tone.
It's very sweet.
Soprano. He likes